Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. And I mean that, it's been a bit of hiatus. I've been travelling, so it's only been a couple of weeks now since I've put a video out, so hopefully this video will be both instructive and entertaining. We've got MustangThien from the VNKD clan. He's in STB-1. It's sporting the 3D style from Battle Pass, and you can see an E100 that's also got a skin from the Battle Pass. And you can see versions of this style, 2D style version on the other Japanese tanks there. They just went past. So anyway, it's going to have a good battle, but we'll see how well he uses the tank and the terrain, and what decisions we can determine that he's making. So heading for the hill. So this is a big comment on this map. It's a standard battle, so we've got a 15-minute game, and the top of the hill is normally a battleground for medium tanks and then heavies that come up a bit afterwards. So whoever gets to the top first has got a small advantage, and it depends how well you can exploit that. But it's also a bit of an arty hunting ground. We can see there's two arty on each side. GC pretty dangerous, particularly with its high angle there, although it needs to be a bit closer because of the limited range the high angle gives you. In any case, come across Tier 9 M60, and there's a bit of a trade there, so he doesn't probably want to keep trading the M60 in that way. He needs to try and punish it before he gets into position. Here he goes, going for the cupola. So he's using his premium rounds at the moment. Puts another round through the cupola there, and brings him down to one shot. Is he going to get the shot in? Oh, he does. Star doesn't quite get him down completely. But nonetheless, he's brought up 1500 damage already, which is a good start. There's a Manticore down there, could be a bit of a dangerous tank. No real opportunity there. And I'm not sure if he was actually firing directly there or into the ground. But see that Mustang can use third-person view. To shoot, which is a good skill to have. It's not something I'm really good at, but it's worth trying and practicing, I would say, in a training room if you want to try and develop this skill. It comes in pretty handy. Yeah, it's just looking for that M60. Sorry, the T1 10E5. The M60's been taken out by Arty, which is nice, but now he's got the Tier 10 version of the M60 there. But he's also got another STB-1, so trying to keep him basically back by firing at him, and even though he's ricocheting, it's going to make that STB-1 a bit less wanting to stay in position, and managed to get a nice pen there. So he's keeping up his premium rounds going, but he's got a limited number, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens if he has to switch to standard rounds. In any case here, he's doing the right thing here as a medium tank. He doesn't take the most forward position. A couple of reasons there. Obviously, he doesn't have the frontal armour, although he's got a bouncing turret in some circumstances, but it's not completely invulnerable. And there's just to illustrate, then he goes to the cupola on the enemy STB-1. We'd certainly like to put a round through the director's bar on top of the E100 if he gets the chance. But of course has to be wary of the E5 that's in position, also the Arty shells that will be coming in from below. So he's spotted all this time, and the Arty might say, oh, this is a nice squishy medium tank, let's go for him. So keep his eye out for the Arty things. So he gets a nice shot into the side of the E5, and notice there's an ST2 down below, and he can use his gun depression there, particularly good over the side of the STB-1 to get a nice shot in, and gets another nice shot in. Just using the low relay time of the STB-1 to his advantage, and he's already ticked over 3,000 hit points of damage, so doing quite well. So early days in the game, still 10 minutes to go, and he's just looking for further opportunities against that ST2. Again, he doesn't want to get too in the face of the Tier 10 heavies in front of him. unless they're distracted and he can get a side shot in their turrets. So just being overcautious there. You can see the RD sign coming in, so he keeps backing off, and luckily that takes no damage from him. So the more you can maintain your hit points through the game, obviously, particularly as a medium or a light tank, the better. And then you've got two nice shots again into the ST2. That player's going to be pretty unhappy after the game, I would think. Not getting a lot of opportunity in that spot, and Mustang certainly not giving him much opportunity to shoot back. So comes around looking for a better angle using third-person view. Goes for the cupola there. Probably just missed, and there he goes. He's been punished by the medical from below. So fires back in the line of the notification that he got. Always a good trick to use. And just waiting for him to be spotted if he can. And can he get a shot on the Manticore without being exposed to the ST2? So it's a bit of a balancing act. There he is down below. Can he get a shot in? Not sure that went anywhere near him, but definitely worth a try. And there's the ST2 again. Yes, it goes through the turret. So two more shots there on the ST2, and he's gone. And can he get another shot on that Medicore? That's the question. Just through the gap here. Just had a glimpse of the top of the turret there, so low percentage shot, again, worth taking. So he switches back to his premium rounds. He's got the Type 5 Heavy there. Gets a nice pen on him. And he's got one more shot left, and he'll use it on the Type 5, which doesn't quite get rid of him, but certainly makes him less useful. And finally the ST2 gets taken out by the Gorilla 15 on Mustang's team. Now the momentum has switched a bit now. They've got control of the top of the hill. They have very similar, actually, deficit in hit points, but getting a slight advantage in vehicles, particularly taking out the E100 there. And as an example, that was, yeah, seeing that the turret had turned, it was a good opportunity to put a shot into the side of the turret. So now, taking a bit of a summary of the situation, he just notes to the team that he's used all his premium ammunition and is looking for some spotting to happen. There's a Sheridan down below. In fact, there's two light tanks, an AMX-13105, who I can't quite see on the mini-map, to be honest. I'm not sure where he's at. One of us is driving back down the hill, so maybe he's relocating to get away. And it looks like they've taken out one of the enemy light tanks with the arty, so that's a good piece of work. But this is typical with this particular map. Once you've taken control of the top of the hill, you don't just march off the front of it, because you will get exposed by TDs sitting in the bushes in the forest, and they still have one light tank, the T100LT, which is a pretty decent light tank for a tank with a light tank that doesn't have wheels. It's an excellent view range, and would definitely be helping the team there. So he's trying to get the Sheridan to do the right thing as a light tank. It's probably not the best light tank for this purpose, but that's the role he needs to play. So time is ticking down. There's 6.5 minutes to go. Still quite a few tanks to deal with. The Sheridan's asking him where does he want him to go. So a bit of conversation going on here, and communication doesn't hurt, so that's definitely a good thing if your teammates are responding back to you. And the Sheridan starts moving, but he's got to be careful, and it looks like some incoming fire there. So is he lit? That's the question. And Mustang just being really cautious here. In fact, yes, he's obviously lit. They're starting to take damage, so there's definitely the T100 LT is down there keeping the Sheridan lit, and the Sheridan really just, yeah, can't do much about it. At this point, he's overcommitted. And okay, but he's finally lit the target there. He's got the T110E4, and Mustang can start putting some rounds into him. She does. Takes him down to a one shot. Okay, he's got no premium rounds left, so as he's turning, he's not offering a real target there that he can penetrate. he'll go dark in a second. He'll put another round in offshore, which he does, and he gets the kill. Now that's often the case when you've got a target to shoot at and you're trying to find the right spot to pen, and you don't, but then he goes dark and you just put in a hopeful shot and it finds the right weak spot. It's can be annoying, but yeah, you'll take what you can get. So that's 2 kills now to Mustang, and he's closing in on 6k damage, but he's still concerned about where targets are. Now we've got a strip 103B doing a bit of a suicide run there, and there's the T100 LT. Mustang gets a nice shot into him. The strip's starting to take damage, in fact gets taken out completely by the Gorilla 15 on the enemy team. So now he needs to get rid of that T100 LT as much as possible. It's another blind shot in. Yeah, so that was a bit of a useless suicide run there. Now they've got the tanks to spare, and there are, it's only 4 minutes left, so definitely some action needs to be taken. Oh, gets another nice shot there on the T100 LT. And T100 LT obviously desperate to light the enemy up so that they can get taken out by his supporting team. So he's going to take risks, and that's going to play into the hands of Mustang's team. But Mustang doing the right thing here, not coming off the hill, and if he does go off the hill he's probably going to drop down over the gap just to his left and front there. And the Kronenwagen also being a bit cautious here. He's obviously not got the view range to outspot the T100 LT. And here Mustang using the terrain to his advantage does get spotted, so he knows the T100 is there, but he exits the hill at the right spot. Comes down here, you can see he's got terrain fully to his cover, and he waits till he goes dark, which he is now. And he's going to come up here and see at which spot does he get lit. And can he spot anything? In fact, they've spotted the 60 TP, and he takes damage from 2 different arties at the same time, so it's a bit sad. Leaves him on 570 hit points, and the T100 LT puts in a shot and exposes himself from doing that, and he gets rid of him. So great result there, but that's put him down to definitely one-shottable by just about any of the remaining tanks. So waits for his crew to come off stun. He's already used his repair and his med kits, so they're both on cooldown, and he won't have them for another minute or so. And there's only 2.5 minutes left, and there's 4 tanks to kill, so this is going to be a close game. But Mustang definitely having the game of his life at the moment, closing in on 7k of damage. So he's trying to work out the best way to approach this, and I think what he's going to do is come from the north. They're all been spotted in the area that they were, and they may not be spotted again now that there's no light tank. Should be able to come through the forest here. And there's the 2-minute warning that goes off, so there we go. So 60 TP, and he just gets the outline. Goes dark though, but that's a good chance that that shot went in. He gets spotted again. Who's doing the spotting here? The Gorilla 15 actually. So he gets rid of the 60 TP. So now there's only 3 tanks to go. 1.5 minutes of gameplay left. And you don't want to have a draw in this circumstance. And can he get more than 7k? And he's got some blind shots as well. That's what we don't know. There was an arty tracer just went across those, so the arty can't be too far away. He's not just going to barge in. He'll get lit by the arty if he comes straight across them. So he's just waiting for his teammates to push in a bit, get some lights up. In fact, there we go, there's the Gorilla 15, gets a shot in, and the Gorilla takes out his opponent Gorilla, and now he's got the 2 arty left, so he gets 1 shot into the object 261, and the Conch GC gets taken out at the same time, and that is the game. Let's go and have a look at the details. Alright, here we've got the details, and apologies for the commentary at the end there. I had a bit of a coughing fit, so to put the mute on. any case, yeah, 8.1k of damage. That was his highest damage game in the game so far, so great result there. Managed to get 5 kills. That damage is given the high caliber award there, and of course the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. Let's have a look at the team score. So he's finished well on top there with EXP 1363, great level for a tier 10, and damage is at least double the next highest player there, which was the T92. Actually ran out of ammo as he put out in the game. And we've got the Batchat Artie doing 3.1k as well. So the Artie, as you can see, having quite an influence on the battle. The rest of the tanks are really not doing too much. So yeah, just one of those things. The E100 the enemy team was the standout player there with 3.4k, and even the 60 TP did his bit, but none of them earning huge amounts of EXP as a result. T100 LT, interestingly, actually, let's have a look at the items there. In fact, he came up a bit better on the experience, but still well down there, so clearly not getting enough damage done from his spotting, which would have been pretty annoying as that player. All right, so more detail on his results there. So 38 shots fired, and we saw him use all his premium rounds, but he did have a good balance there, and pretty much 50-50. 32 hits and 25 of those penetrated, and 2k of damage, 2.1 done over more than 300 meters, so plenty of sniping going on there. He did have some mission payouts happening as well, and that certainly helped put him into profit, particularly for a tier 10 game. He's made 37k, so he'd be pretty happy with that as well. So good result all around, and congratulations to MustangThienMT from the VNKD clan. Great result, and I hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It certainly helps promote it in the YouTube system. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, there's something we'd like you to do. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks very much for watching.